Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds. So today I want to talk to you about how to handle your food when you're on a weight loss journey. You're trying to stay on track, but your family doesn't eat low carb, right? So that's kind of my situation here at home. My mom, my daughter, they eat high protein because obviously that's what I cook, but they definitely eat more carbs. And I feel like sometimes that's a huge problem when you are like, I'm trying to be strong, I'm trying to stay on track, but like my family eats pasta and rice and bread and tortillas, and trust me, I get it because I have the temptation in my fridge, but there are always subs, okay? There's always substitutes that hit the spot, that taste like they taste so close to the real deal. I'm not saying they're gonna be exact, okay? But at the end of the day, you do have to always remember that we are making a short-term sacrifice for a long-term benefit. So if you keep that in mind, then I feel like it does definitely help when you are like cooking and you're eating, because ultimately, of course, we want to eat delicious food. We want to enjoy enjoy our food as much as we can. But we also have goals and you need to stay on track. You need to be consistent. And if you want to see that scale move, then ultimately you do have to give up some things short term. This is like a short term thing. You do need to give up some of your favorite staples, right? Trust me, I'm Mexican. I grew up eating tortilla and bread and cereal and all the things. And I had to give it up. But guess what? I have lost 135 pounds. I've kept the weight off for almost 20 years now, which is crazy to me. And you can do the same. So today we're gonna make a broccoli beef. I have my steak right here. I have my little broccoli. This is the rice that I'm gonna make for my daughter and my mom. And I'm just gonna kind of throw everything together. We're just making dinner. I wanted to kind of talk to you because I feel like that's something that always comes up and people are always like, Myra, how do you do it? Like, I struggle so much at home. And it's one of those things where I'm like, hey, you know what? I've been there. There are times when I open up my pantry and I'm like, dang, I really want some whatever. I want some cereal or I want something. And I just have to say like, nope. And don't get me wrong, there are times like right now I'm actively, because summer's coming, right? So we are definitely getting ready. What do they say? Summer bodies are made in the winter, something like that. I've never said that before, but I guess it's true because I am starting now. Like I'm thinking of summer. I don't want to wait right before summer to like be on crunch time. So I'm like, no, we're going to do it now. And that's what we're doing. So I always, no matter what, I always make sure we get our protein, right? So always a good amount of protein. I feel like this is already shaved. So this meal that I'm making, I got it from Home Chef. I do like ordering from Home Chef because it makes my life so much easier. So like right now, I haven't been to the grocery store. I did not set foot outside my house. I didn't think too much into this meal. I'm literally just like, you saw this, the meat, we have the rice, we have everything for the sauce. It has everything, even from like cornstarch to your honey, to your veggie, to your gluten-free soy sauce. Like it literally has everything. Everything is pre-portioned. It's literally delivered to my door. Like I don't have to think about it. I'm about to cook dinner for my mom, my daughter, and I. Boom, like super quick. I love their express meals. So it even comes with like this little guy here, which is a whole one. You see what it's supposed to look like. It gives you step-by-step instructions just in case you've never made it or you're like, oh my God, I don't know how to make broccoli beef, or I don't know how to do this. It literally walks you through it. So I do, so I'm just gonna kind of go with it. But I love that I don't have to go shopping. Like I don't have to leave my house. I'm like, boom. I think like every week they do like 35 different meals. They have like high protein. They have things that you can throw in the oven. They have like everything, like different things. I always do express because I'm always on a time crunch and I don't want to be in here like for an hour. I do have a discount code for them. I'll leave them linked. If you are like a busy mom, you're someone that works and you're like, I don't want to eat out a lot. I want my family to eat good. If this tastes like restaurant quality, then I highly, highly recommend it. Just use my discount code, which is lowcarblove50. It'll literally get you 50% off your first box plus free shipping. So I'll leave that in the description below, but 1000% worth it. Like this is going to be so fire right now. You'll see how easy it is to throw everything together. But I'm gonna make obviously the rice because I have my mom and my daughter, and then I'm gonna show you how I serve mine and how I just get to enjoy, like, it's one of those things once you know like what you need to do. Ooh, once you know what your favorite substitutes are, or like some swaps, it makes life so much easier. And those are just things that you kind of figure out over time. Like, it's not something that I can really tell you. I mean, I can tell you what my favorites are, but ultimately, like, you need to figure out what you like, you know, like, do you like bread substitutes? Do you like lettuce? Like, what is it? So right now we are just doing our cornstarch. This is going to, like, if you ever make broccoli beef, or like if you have had it, you know how the meat always has like a really nice texture to it, like it doesn't taste like dry meat. It's because of this right here. Like, you have to do like your little slurry with like cornstarch, and it just makes a world of a difference when it comes to the meat texture. So we have that. We're gonna do a little, this is just some garlic sesame sauce. So we're gonna do that. Sometimes I make my stuff all from just literally from scratch. I mean, obviously all my recipes here, I try to just make all my sauces and all of my dressings and things like that. But there are also days like today where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make dinner, and like I want to make it with you. Like, I want to just sit here and chat with you. So I'm like, this is easy. I don't have to think too much into it. I don't have to go to the grocery store. Okay, and the meat is already even sliced for me. I thought I had to slice it, but look at this. Perfect. It literally cuts the time down even more. Super thin, so that's perfect. I'm just gonna kind of shred it a little. But broccoli beef growing up was one of my absolute favorite things. Like, I used to go to this place called Magic Walk. It was at the corner of my, like, where I lived. I swear I used to eat there at least once a week, at least. Do a little oil. Okay, so I'm gonna season it with a little bit of garlic pepper, give it some flavor. So we're just gonna cook this really quickly. Okay, so just gonna place the meat on the side so we can cook our veggies. Okay, we have our broccoli. So if I had mushrooms, I would add mushrooms. I always like to add a lot of veggies to any type of protein that I'm making. I just feel like it adds a lot of like volume to my food. And I am like a volume eater. I am. That's why I like salads, because the salads are usually like really big. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chop this up. I'm gonna chop up my bell pepper, and then we're gonna saute our veggies. And that's a good thing, you know, you can always just make things your own. Like, you don't have to just do what works for you. Like, if you love a lot of vegetables, throw onion in there, you know what I mean? Like, you can make, people are like, oh, that's not how you make broccoli beef. Well, it's my broccoli beef. So if I wanna throw mushrooms and onion and zucchini, then we will. So we have that. You see, look at this. We just have a bunch of veggies going, which is yummy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this. The veggies take probably the longest. Like, it's gonna take about, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes to cook this down. And then we'll mix it together, and you'll see how the broccoli beef actually comes together with the sauce. I'm telling you right now, the trick to making a good broccoli beef at home, and I have a broccoli beef like from scratch here on my channel, so I'll leave it linked in the description below. Always make sure you check out the description because I have everything linked there for you. I even have my meal plan. So if you are trying to lose weight, you're kind of stuck, you're like, oh my gosh, Myra, like I don't know what to do, then make sure you grab that. I basically hold your hand. I walk you through what to eat, when to eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts, your sauces, drinks, all of that. So it could be really, really helpful for you. Or if you know someone that is on a weight loss journey, then please share that with them because it will be helpful. Right now, we are just going to let this cook for a few minutes, and then we're gonna throw it all together. Okay, so while my veggies are cooking, might as well do the rice. And this is like, you know, kind of those instant rices, because if not, it takes like almost 20 minutes to make rice. I'm like, who has time for that right now? So this will be ready right now in about 3 minutes. So veggies are almost done. And my sauce here, I almost forgot to throw in the gluten-free soy sauce. Okay, we have okay, so that sauce is about to go in here. We have our veggies. Now we are going to toss in the meat, toss the meat back in. And now we're gonna toss in our sauce. Now we are just gonna let the sauce thicken a bit. All right, perfect. This is all done. Our rice is done. Okay, and then I have some baby romaine. I'm just gonna put like a little, kind of like a little salad together. And my friends, this is how easy it is to throw together a dinner in, I don't know how long this took, probably 15 minutes. Like, and that's with everything. Yummy. It smells so good. And their stuff always, like, the flavors are so on point. It literally makes me feel like I'm eating out, you know? So, good amount of veggies, good amount of proteína. But the rice was ready in 3 minutes. So that was great. We're gonna do a little, some tricolored sesame seeds. Yummy. And we're gonna finish it off with some sriracha. And dinner is served. So here is our dinner. My daughter, I usually always put more carbs for her. She's a water polo player. She works out every single day. She's actually taller than me. So I'm 5'11". She's like 6 feet or 6'1". So she passed me up. And so I make sure that she obviously needs to eat. She eats like as much as me. Actually, she eats more than me. So this is her plate, this is mine. I usually try to do more veggies on mine, like a little side salad or something. So instead of rice, I'm either doing a cauli rice or I'm doing a side salad or extra veggies. So that's usually my thing. Even when I go out to restaurants and stuff, I am always gonna ask for more veggies, especially like if I'm going to like a hibachi place or something, I say no rice or put the rice, bag it to go. And I do extra veggies, extra onion. And yeah, it's always just about like what works for you. Like, do you like onion? Do you like bell peppers? Do you like zucchini? Do you like spaghetti squash? They also have like shirataki rice, cauli rice. I think cauli rice is the best substitute in my personal opinion, but you can definitely still enjoy meals like this. You can enjoy your broccoli beef, you can enjoy pasta. You're just going to substitute your traditional pasta for maybe a cabbage pasta, you know, make onion pasta, like, and then you make the same sauces, right? So you're making the same main dish for the entire family. And then like your starches, that's where you're gonna modify yours a bit. But it works, trust me, I've done it for many years. And that's how I've been able to maintain my weight. So you can definitely lose your weight that way and then of course maintain it, which ultimately in my personal opinion, I think the maintenance journey is the most important because you can do a lot of things to get the weight off, but then to maintain it over time is like that's the real trick, you know? So I feel like I've done a great job with that and that's what I love to share with you. I love to share my tips and tricks that have worked for me over the years so that you don't really have to think about it. Like you don't have to go out there and struggle through trial and error and figure things out. But yeah, I wanted to just like make dinner. I wanted to bring you along. This was a really easy dinner. I felt like it was just very effortless and I was just gonna make it anyway. So I figured like I would bring you along, but we're about to enjoy this broccoli beef plate situation. I'm gonna do like a little ginger dressing on the salad and call it a day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll leave everything linked. Remember to check the description below because I always leave other videos linked on there. I leave a lot of the ingredients that I use here. My meal plan is there, so make sure you check that out. But thank you so much for being here. I love you and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.